many countries around the world have celebrated International Women's Day this month, which is not about flowers or chocolates wrapped up in a box, but rather about showing what women have achieved in their struggle for women's rights in the economic, social, political, and cultural domain, as well as creating awareness of the issues that still exist in the 21st century. This year, International Women's Day comes on the heels of unprecedented global movement for women's rights, which has taken the form of global marches and campaigns on issues ranging from sexual harassment to equal pay and women's political participation. Accordingly, this is an opportune time for all of us here today to discuss and examine our event's topic on women's economic empowerment through legal reform, given that the economic empowerment of women is a prerequisite for sustainable development and for achieving gender equality. We all know that social and political factors, such as access to healthcare services, girls' completion of a quality post-primary education, improving literacy rates among adult women, and increasing women participation in governance structures and political decision-making all have a significant influence on women's ability to participate in the economy.
It's the German philosopher Hegel. Hegel was quite a very thoughtful man. He started by saying that women are capable of education, but they are not able to get into philosophy and advanced sciences. They are capable of education, but those complicated topics were only available to men. Women regulate their actions not by the demands of universality, he said, but by arbitrary inclinations and opinions. Therefore, again, woman is weak in character. She does not have the rational structure, the rational mind in order to make decisions. And that's Hegel. And that is kind of the beginning of the 17th, 18th century. Now things started changing. John Stuart Mill, the British philosopher, was quite an interesting. He was actually more the first male feminist before the feminist movement started in Europe. And what he actually said, that he has been thinking very hard about this problem, and he reached the conclusion that the principle which regulates the existing, this is a legal problem, that regulates the existing social relations between the two sexes, the legal subordination of one sex to the other. Therefore, the legal structure, the legal system at the time of John Stuart Mill was more or less an expression of that social culture, that there is a legal subordination of men, of women to men. Then he goes on to say that this is an important one, that this is the chief hindrance to human improvement. He said, as long as this subordination continues, then this will be a hindrance to human improvement and ought to be replaced by the principle of perfect equality, admitting no power or privilege on the one side, no disability on the other. And this is where the equality ideas started coming into the Western civilization in the kind of beginning of the 19th century. Then in the 20th century, 1979, we had the most amazing document, a treaty, and it already has been mentioned as the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. And I really urge you to read this document. It is one of the most clever and one of the most comprehensive documents ever written about the discrimination against women, and the approach of it is quite significant. And one of that, it says that this is in the preamble of the treaty. It says that complete development of the country and the welfare of the world and the cause of peace, therefore not only the welfare but also the peace, the order, require the maximum participation of women on equal terms with men in all fields.
The point that I wanted to raise, which also, you know, leads on from the comments that you made, and the point about the unconscious bias, is, you know, I think that, you know, the point that I wanted to raise, which also, you know, leads on from the comments that you made, and the point about the unconscious bias is, I think that, you know, the point that I wanted to raise, which also, you know, leads on from the comments that you made, and the point about the unconscious bias is, to what extent, and again, this is an open question or just a lead-on comment, are all of these initiatives that we're talking about better addressing the symptoms rather than the real problem, which to me I see as the unconscious bias? I mean, we talked about quotas, and I agree that, you know, at the end of the day, you maybe do need quotas to put your foot in the door and to ensure that there's female representation in the boardroom and on panels and so forth. But to the same extent, this can lead to, you know, what I like to call the wallflower issue. And this is something that I have encountered, you know, working with a lot of businesses and corporates and even governmental authorities in the Middle East, and that they do have females in the boardroom and they are sitting there, but